Hello again, everybody. It's Wolfie from the Gods Pack again. Sarah, take your pick. I'm not sick anymore. Yay, not sick. Okay, but I am really tired because I just uploaded today the 4-page update thanks to all the amazing donators who raised nearly $400. Holy shit, guys. Oh, language. Sorry. I'm an adult. I can swear. Anyway, so I was able to pay all my bills, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do. So, wow. Thanks, guys. But I did have some questions from Shira. She commented on one of the last videos. The first one was, what inspired or motivated you to start TGP? Now, this one gets asked a lot, as I suspect most people who do any sort of story or comic get asked. Unfortunately, I don't have any spectacular, amazing, really fancy reason why I started TGP. The reason, quite simply, was that I was given a tablet, and I didn't know how to use it. I wish it was more complicated than that, but really, TGP was started so I could learn how to use the tablet. That's why the first many pages are kind of awful. I had no idea what I was doing. They were literally like the third or fourth tablet drawings I'd ever done. That and I have always been interested in comics, and so I was just like, meh, if I'm going to practice using the tablet, I might as well just do a comic or something. Whatever, no big deal. I mean, just a few pages. And it just sort of went from there. So, yeah, it's kind of a simple background for TGP, but yeah, that's how it was started, was that I wanted to learn how to use my tablet. And the next one she had was, if possible, would you change anything farther back in the comic, like the storyline or the characters, and what and why? Essay question, Miss Shira. Anyway, so let's see, what would I change? I'm not sure if there's a whole lot I would change. Luckily, I managed to do fairly consistent story-wise, and any times I did mess up, I managed to cover myself fairly well. I do love all the characters pretty much as is, except for that I wish that I had gotten Silver figured out sooner rather than later. But yeah, I probably actually would have sorted out the family trees a little bit better. I've mentioned in the past that I didn't know that Tall and Senna had a brother until Jin mentioned him in Tall's dream. I was like, oh, okay. And that's how Sean came to my knowledge. So that's pretty far in. I had no idea there was another sibling. Maybe that's why I've never been quite clear who's older between Sean and Senna, is that I didn't even know he existed. Senna was always Tall's older sister, which she still is, but I don't think it really matters which one of the two of them is older. I don't know. You guys probably care, but I don't, so I guess you just have to deal with that. Anyway, so I wanted to give a little plug. I recently was invited to join a comic collective called Comic of the Month. They're that top bar, like that sort of on the site, that white bar that says COTM, sometimes has my banners, sometimes has other banners. They're a really awesome group of people, and they have a forums which you can get to from the link on the top of the banner, and there's just not enough people who aren't us in the forums. So if you like the TGP forums and want to get more into comic discussion with other creators other than just me, I really recommend checking it out. They're really a fun bunch of people, and get some really interesting, really in-depth conversations about webcomics and the way they work and all the different aspects of them, like advertising and blah blah blah. But I think it'd be really cool to get some more of you guys, especially like if a ton of, and this is a new phrase the forumers have come up with, and it makes me happy, the TG peeps. So if there's just a wave of TG peeps on the COTM forums, just being like, ooh, we want to talk about comics. Yeah, so it'd be really cool if you guys would come over and join that with us. and get more involved so that we can get that collective going. I really think they're going to really go somewhere with that. So yeah, stuff's going pretty good. If you have any more questions, any videos of whatever that you'd like me to put up, leave a comment, and I'll try and get working on them. Alright, bye guys.